peeing is, yes.
Peeing in such proximity to
on the
danger.
golf course.
Perhaps
Right.
not.
Yeah. But I mean, most people, like, that's the thing now, is they just, all right.
All right, Nick.
What do they do?
I had a lot more to say on this topic.
No, I think we're good. We filled that one up.
From fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, this is Pod Therapy. Real people, real problems, real therapists. You can submit your questions anonymously at podtherapy.net or email us at podtherapyguys@gmail.com. And now broadcasting from the unnamed studio. That's Jim, that's Whitney, I'm Nick. It's time for some Pod Therapy.
Woo! Mental Health Awareness Month is chugging along.
Oh,
We've
I didn't
got
know about
so much fun stuff that is going on
You
at
have
patreon.com.
been made aware.
/therapy. Be aware that mental health exists. This week, we have a deep dive interview between Emma the intern and Whitney.
Oh.
Whitney.
Yes.
And I've listened to it. It's lovely. I thought that was
it?
really fun. That was your first time meeting Emma.
Yeah,
That
never met
went
her.
really, really well. You two got along like two little peas in a pod.
She was a doll. Loved
she
it.
was fun. Yeah. So it's a really great episode. Check it out. If you've ever wondered what Emma looks like, the videos are available. Patreon.com/therapy. Emma's in all the videos. You can see Whitney and Emma chatting it up. We have the audio version, the video version that comes up. That'll be released as you're hearing this episode. It has released 2 days prior if you're on the Patreon, 3 days prior if you're on the public feed on Monday.
So either way, it's out.
It's already out. Yes,
Yeah.
it's released in the past. But if you go to patreon.com/therapy
Wait, how many days
sign
is
up,
it? Can you go
I
over
don't
that
do
one
math.
more
I was
time?
told there would be no
It
math.
has been out for multiple days
Many
by the time you're
moves.
hearing this.
Many moves.
But if someone's a patron, then how many days would
then
it have
it's
been?
more.
several.
Okay.
More.
But if you are at the Therapod level and
What if they
up,
become a patron next week? Then
It
how
will
many
still be
days would it
there.
have
Okay.
been?
Then they are fucked.
Then, yeah, that's right. We've deleted everything. Yeah, no, it's all gone. If you're at the Therapod level and up, you get access to not only the Monday Boost episodes that are coming out all month long, you also get access to the video version of our show, which has been releasing every week. We're waving at you. At least I am. The other 3 fucks don't give a shit. But I'm doing it. Oh, sorry. 2 fucks. Okay. Nick did. See? And those of you who are watching that got the visual gag. It's great.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/therapy. Support the show. Sign up. We've had people jumping in and buying gift memberships, which has been really, really awesome. Very, very generous of folks to do that. If you buy a gift membership, please notify us. Not Keira Knightley messaged me and she's like, hey, I've been getting these gift memberships. Do you guys just like find those? And I'm like, no, I see that you do that, but I don't take them. Like, I assume you bought that for somebody. Like, I don't know. And she's like, oh shit, those are for you. Here you go, man. So yeah, if you do that, please let us know. But we have gift memberships. So if you're out there and you're in the public feed or you'd like to join us at Patreon, and maybe you're just like, hey, money's a little tight, or you know what, I kind of want to try this, but like I don't want to put any money on the line. People have sponsored it so that you can just go ahead and jump in for free and give it a whirl. They've bought you a year-long subscription to the Therapod level and up. So let us know, podtherapyguys@gmail.com. If you'd like one of the free subscriptions, just send us an email. Hey, I'd love a free subscription. I will literally just send an email back with a link. You click it, boom, you're at Patreon. You log in, and now that subscription's yours. You'll instantly get access to our live chat Discord community. You'll have access to 9 years of our digital library, all at Patreon. And from that moment on, you'll get our show a day early, the extended show, right in the same app that you were already watching or listening to. And now you'll also get the video version. So it's all win-win-win. Patreon.com/therapy. Support us. Help us raise awareness for mental health. And at the end of the month, on May 31st, Sunday, May 31st, we will be doing a live episode. We've yet TBD on which platform, probably going to be Twitch or YouTube. But we will be going live, and anybody who's on our Patreon is going to get notified about it and get a link to it beforehand and to get them up to speed and let them know when it's happening. And we're going to be having a live conversation with listeners, taking questions, doing live trivia, and just having a ball. So patreon.com/therapy. There's still time to get in on this. You can enjoy the live episode with us. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've never tried it before. It's going to be a disaster. So we've got some great questions for today's show, and we're leading off the order with how to come back from no contact. Hi, friends. Last time I wrote in and shared an update about getting divorced and how thrilled we are about that. I'm in a relationship with the love of my life now, someone I've known since before I met the ex-husband, and over the last 3 years, we've built a really beautiful, soft life that I love. I'm back in school to get my doctorate of nursing practice, hence the username, which I imagine we'll hear about in a second, and I'm maintaining my 4.0 while working full-time. While I'm happy to provide this update, it has not been all sunshine and rainbows. My mom took my ex's side in the divorce, and doesn't believe the 8 years I spent begging for the bare minimum was me trying hard enough. Ever since I moved back home and have been thriving, she's been bitter and angry about all of my choices, seemingly everything she never got to do because she chose to be a mom at 17 years old. Being in their house feels like being an unwelcome guest and walking on eggshells. Not like coming home. Living with them, even for the few short weeks I did, were extremely uncomfortable. Things came to a head because of the way she handled my sister having a new onset seizure, basically abandoning her and refusing to check in or talk to her for about 3 days because I drove out of state to be there at my sister's request. So I am the one who made sure college made reasonable accommodations and stacked her kitchen with food because state law says no driving for 6 months following a seizure. I'm the oldest of 4 and have been the third person for most of my life. I even took the sister to her college orientation because my parents didn't want to. And
Side note, that used to be a year, didn't it?
Seizure?
No
Post-seizure?
driving?
Yeah. I guess.
6 months doesn't seem like long.
I only remember 6 months, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
how long
maybe
it's
there's like
been
a
there.
scale.
Maybe.
Based on what's going on. And she wasn't old enough to reserve a hotel room on her own. I sat through the financial aid and parent breakout sessions, not to mention footing the bill for the weekend. When I moved back into my childhood home, I lost all appetite. When I tried to eat, I couldn't do so without vomiting. After I moved into my own apartment, it stopped immediately until I went to my parents' house. I couldn't visit their house without vomiting. Multiple times, I've had to pull my car over before even arriving to their house to throw up. During this time, I was in therapy and working through some of this and a history of anorexia bulimia. As I told my therapist stories from my childhood, she indicated that the numerous ACEs, which are adverse childhood experiences, I experienced could constitute abuse. My initial reaction was to reject this, as I don't feel I had a bad childhood, despite lots of loneliness and feelings of neglect. She asked me, an emergency room nurse, to reframe it in the context of a pediatric patient. If a pediatric patient came into my care and shared these things with me, rejecting a kindergartner's claim of repeated sexual assault by a teacher, refusing to seek care for an eating disorder, being left alone with younger siblings over the weekend, high degree of control over diet, clothing, bodily autonomy, forgotten to be picked up from after-school activities, would I let that pediatric patient return home with the parents?
Well, sure. When you say it all together, it
Yeah,
sounds bad.
now it sounds bad.
Weird.
Peeing on a golf course. Or would I be contacting authorities for further investigation? The answer, of course, is no. I would not give that kid back to the parents.
Prude.
This was the tipping point to send her a letter saying, "You are not a safe person for me, and here's why." Mom defended her actions, and the only apology was an "I'm sorry you feel that way." Ooh, that's
the
a
best.
solid mom move right there. I was staying in contact with my dad, who has been living overseas on military duty for 2 years, until I learned he was relaying all details of my life back to Mom. Now he's upset I'm not talking to him. I get a variation of the same text message every Sunday. In the last year following my statement of "don't talk to me anymore," my dad has attempted to initiate conversation more times than in the 10 years prior combined. That's a lot of background for the real question. Is there any coming back from this? Is there a way to coexist at family functions so this doesn't affect the relationship with my sisters, brother, and brand new niece? They've had professional family portraits done without me, as if I'm no longer one of them. More importantly, is that something I want? This has been the most peaceful period of my life. I love my work. I'm maintaining excellent grades. I'm with the love of my life. I have a beautiful home, financially stable, etc., etc. Will bringing them back into my life ruin that? Mom hasn't always been like this. I don't even recognize this person as my mom. But the longer I stare at the situation, the more tiny little threads of this personality I see woven into the backdrop of my childhood. For the most part, I don't even notice their absence. But it gets in the way with my siblings, half of whom have been completely unaffected by my parents being the way they are. The whole situation feels like a forest fire. I am the forest, and I am the fire, and I am the match, and I am the witness to it all. Sorry this is so long. You wouldn't believe the amount of detail I have already trimmed to reduce airtime. Where do I go from here? Almost Dr. Nurse Joey.
Thank you for trimming that. Because that usually falls on me, and most of the time I don't do it.
Doing great, bud.
Oh my
Doing great.
goodness, so much. No contact. Maybe just talking about that for a minute, because I feel like
Yeah.
that's a hot topic.
So here's the thing that kind of stuck out to me is I think you can make that decision, but then you have to accept the consequences of that. You know,
Missing out on the pergola party.
Yeah.
'Cause
Dr.
you're
Nurse
an ignorant
Joey.
bitch.
Can't wait.
Dr. Nurse Joey was upset that they did a family portrait
Yeah.
without, is it her? I think.
I know. Without them.
Yeah, well, that's what's going to happen.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that you have to remember is like, you know, when you set those boundaries, like, hey, you're not a good person for me. I need to keep my distance from you.
Yeah.
Then you can't also then be upset when they do things without you. And like if they're doing family events and then you're not invited or you don't know about it, that's painful and it hurts, you know, when that happens. But then that's part of the territory.
It's also
Like,
to some degree what you asked for.
Yeah. So you kind of you're going
They
to
also don't tell me about it.
Yeah, you get it in both directions.
Right.
And you kind of have to accept that. That's going to be very difficult.
Yeah. I think it's interesting that, so post-divorce, mom takes the ex-husband's side.
I see this sometimes. It's maddening.
Do you see that? I mean, golly, like
Not
that's
often,
really
but
rough. That's
yeah.
really rough. I feel like, and I don't know. I mean, I could see a situation where a parent says, "Look, I love you, but I just genuinely disagree with choices that you made, and I'm not going to pretend like I support that." Okay, but you can still support the person and be like, "Look, I'm still your parent, right? I love you. I want you to be happy. I'm not going to just keep bringing this up all the time or say you didn't do it. Like, it's been 3 years post-divorce. Like, get over it. Move on."
I know. What I see is from their perspective, it's like someone who is part of the family, and especially a lot of couples hide, you know, their struggles.
The family doesn't know what they're going through.
So then it doesn't make sense to them. And this isn't giving them an excuse, Joey, but just saying
It's just something that happens.
It's just something that happens, and it's not fair. Like, I totally think parents should be taking their kids' side. I've also seen that. Like, I have family with, you know, kids, and as they start dating, they're like, "We love, you know, your girlfriend.
Right.
She's great, but also you're young, and if you decide y'all don't want to be together,
Right.
we're always on your team." That was
Right.
like the thing, and I loved that. I was like, yeah, you're on. You can love that person they're with, but still be team child, like whatever you pick.
I see it happen every now and then when there are kids in the situation.
Yeah,
especially.
yeah. Stay together for the kids. You
Well, not
should stay
even
together
that, but
for
like
kids.
the in-laws kind of almost adopting the ex.
Right.
Not adopting is strong, but
That
you know
happens
what I mean.
in Meet the Parents, remember?
No.
Like Pam, the girl, she's with Ben Stiller, and her ex-boyfriend is Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like always hanging out with the parents, and it's like, what the
You're
fuck?
Papa John.
You guys are really close to him? Like, yeah, he comes over all the time. It's like having dinner with us.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we keep bragging about him.
I know. I think, yeah.
And that's always like, to some degree, I think it's always like the grandparents want to take care of the grandkids, and like taking care of the other parent sometimes falls into that into that category a little bit.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that choosing to go no contact, you kind of asked the question I was going to ask, why would you want to reconnect?
Yeah.
You know, potentially. And it sounds like maybe
Siblings, it sounds like.
siblings, but
wanna
it
be
sounds
part
like
of the family.
nothing's been disrupted yet other than the family photo, but really your
Right.
relationship with your siblings or niece or nephews hasn't been disrupted. So that may be okay. I've seen situations, especially the more kids there are, there's like 4 kids in this family. You're the oldest. I think there's more dynamics to kind of like work around there. You know, they don't have the same experience with your mom that you do.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
and that's hard because it feels like invalidating, I'm
Right.
sure, to you, Joey, but like that's just their relationship. And maybe someday, I've seen down the road sometimes those siblings start to see certain things differently, but they may not. They may just be like, yeah, mom's a little bit over the top sometimes or whatever, but that's
Right.
just mom, and they're okay with that. So yeah, I think you have to do what's best for you. I think paying attention to you describing how you react and feel when you go back home.
Yeah.
I mean, you mentioning, at first I thought it was just somatic symptoms, going back and
Right.
having the nausea. And then you
Yeah.
mentioned the anorexia bulimia history. And I'm like, oh, this is a control thing. You're like thrown,
Right.
my perception is you're thrown back into like, I need to have some control before I go back into this situation.
Right.
And maybe that's coming up naturally, maybe as a somatic symptom, but it sounds like those might be tied together. And so I think paying attention to how you feel and how you're reacting when you're going home and then when you're not. And it sounds like you have a pretty clear answer there that when you are away from your mom or your parents even, and that sucks that dad's wrapped into that too. But when you're away from them, you're having a very happy, relaxed, peaceful life.
Right.
And it's hard mentally to get over that because society tells us we need to stay around our family and keep them close, and you're going to be lonely and you're going to have all these negative things happen if you don't stay connected with your family, or you need to forgive your mom, or you need to be the bigger person, especially as the oldest daughter. I'm assuming, gosh, that's a whole nother topic.
A lot of pressure.
You don't have to do that.
Yeah.
You can live whatever life you want. You will have to live with the consequences. Nick is totally right. And there will be. But it sounds like that might be worth it for you in your situation.
As an audio guy, can we cut that piece about Nick is totally right and put that with the pergola conversation on Patreon?
Let me just see. No.
Thank you. Jacob's on Team Whitney.
No, actually,
No, it's the limits of technological
let me look
science.
again.
Well,
No. Okay.
Impossible.
All right.
I'll bet a
Sometimes
good
gonna
audio
happen.
guy could do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bird.
As someone who has interacted with quite a few audio guys this week, you can't find a better way.
And if you could, you can't afford it.
Holy shit, there are a lot of bad audio guys.
So I like that we got the reference to the adverse childhood experiences assessment.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the show, I talked about 9-year library of audio stuff that we have, and actually in our library is an entire deep dive into the ACE. It's in our series on trauma. And so if you'd like to take the ACE, I actually post it in that post on Patreon and take you on a walkthrough of what this is, how to assess for it. And it's a really interesting thing. And you know, Joey talks about how upon reflection, right, all of a sudden the light bulb turns on and they go,
I love what the therapist did, by the way. I was like, oh, that's so smart.
Right.
Like,
you work in healthcare.
You're a nurse.
If there was a kid who had your experiences, are you just hand waving that away and being like, whatever, go back to your parent? Left alone as a child, like, you know, them ignoring allegations of sexual touching? Like, what? You know, but like, this is something.
because we're so accepting of things that happen to us.
Yeah. Wasn't that
Right.
bad?
Also, it kind of, from the therapist's point of view, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Because your response to it is what the therapist is concerned about. So, like, call it trauma, call it whatever you want to call it life.
Yeah.
Like, the therapist is going to call it trauma because you're reacting to it as though it's trauma.
Sure. And I appreciate like how many adults, that is the experience that they'll have. It's not until they look at an ACE and like look at how therapists quantify real trauma in childhood that they go, oh shit. Like they go through the list. And
drama?
I've had patients like over the years that are going through the list like, wait, oh
Divorced
no.
parent?
Yeah. There's like tick, 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 tick. And they're like, shit. What
How
does this
many
mean?
did I
And you're just like, hey, put the pen down. We're going to talk a lot about this. And then you just see it in their eyes like, I didn't know this is a bad thing. Like, am I going to be okay? But no, like this is a really profound thing. I think for a lot of people, another way that they sometimes land on this awakening about their childhood is talking to their siblings when they're adults. Right. Like, and I think we've all got siblings. You probably had some version of this where you're just chatting with your sibling. You're like, oh, remember this happened when we were kids. Remember mom and dad were like this. And they're like, yeah, hey, that probably wasn't normal. Like, and it's like, oh, and then you both kind of like, yeah, no, through an adult pair of eyes, that isn't normal. That's weird, huh? That's weird that we're like that. Right. And it's like, yeah, I'm like this because of this. It's like, me too. And it's this kind of dot connecting, Joey, that I think is a really profound experience. And I think it goes back to what you were saying, Whitney. It's very validating, right? And it humanizes your experience, your suffering with these people. And I think it fortifies your decision to say, look, they're not going to change. They're not apologetic. They don't want to make this right. And so I think that, you know, Nick's point about the consequences is also fair game here, because I think it's possible to end a no contact dynamic and restore some amount of a relationship. But I do think it's hard to do that because you're going to have to also have some very strong boundaries. And that may be, there are things I will start attending, but there are topics that I refuse to engage in. I do not want to talk about my ex. I do not want to hear any criticism. I am just here for Christmas. We're going to open up some presents, and that is it. But then those same rules apply to you, Joey. Like, you can't sit down and be like, oh, I got you a present. I'm sure mom didn't because mom's a shitty mom. Like, you can't do that, right?
Also,
like, there has to be a neutrality.
Good luck.
Yeah.
telling other people what the rules are.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was going to be my next point.
Like when
Yeah.
Dad's calling you and you're saying like, "Oh, Dad's trying to get a hold of me now."
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's what Dad gets to do.
Right.
Like Dad isn't saying no contact.
Right.
Like if other people aren't saying no contact and you're saying no contact, and you're upset that they aren't respecting your wishes of no contact,
Sure.
I don't know. Like,
And
I don't know.
that's the thing that I think people forget about sometimes too, is like when you imagine you're talking about setting boundaries with people and like not necessarily going no contact, but changing the way the relationship is.
Even
and
just
you
saying
have
like,
this
I don't want to
idea-
talk about this topic.
Yeah. Just,
I don't want to talk about this topic. Topic X at Thanksgiving. I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah,
Right.
just the idea of like, here's how I picture. Here's my mental picture of what our relationship is going to look like. Mm-hmm. You have to understand they also have a mental picture
Right.
of what
Right.
they think the relationship's going to look like, and so you don't
And
get
their
to
mental
automatically.
picture, it might be we're going to talk a lot about topic X.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. Your ex is coming to Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you just because it's your picture of how you want it, that doesn't mean that you get what you want.
Right.
And
Yeah.
sometimes, they're like, well, no, I don't want that. I don't want that at all. This is what I want.
Yeah.
And so you kind of have to figure out like, okay, well, and this is the difference again between like, rules versus boundaries. Whereas like rules are like, nope, this is how the game's played. Well, if you have control of the game, sure,
Right.
set those rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you don't, then you understand the difference is a boundary is if I'm going to play the game, here's what I want.
Yeah.
And so it's either I'm going to do things this way or I'm not going to play the game.
Right.
That's it. Those are the only conditions you have, but you can't always decide how the game's played.
Like I live several thousand miles away from family, and when things happen in the family without me, I don't get to be upset about that.
Yeah.
Like I'm the one who's not there, and so like I'm the one who's chosen not to be there.
Right.
And so if they have a family reunion without me, like I assume that I'm invited.
Right. And
But
a lot
even,
of people.
and oftentimes I don't get the official invite even because it's Jacob isn't gonna be able to make it. We don't want to bother him.
They
Whatever.
live several thousand miles underground,
That's it.
because they're mole people,
Right.
And you've chosen to live on the surface.
We live at the same longitude and latitude.
yeah, identical,
just different
yeah.
elevation.
down a well. It's just
Yeah.
whole ordeal. You don't usually get the invites,
Yeah.
because it's hard
No,
to
that,
set
like,
that up.
the
similar
tube system goes
It's-
down every now and then.
the old banking tube
Yeah.
system.
similar thing just happened in my family because my grandmother I think turns like 95
Nice.
at the end of May, and so my mom called me and said, your aunt is trying to schedule a birthday party and she wants everybody to be there, and I've got like 30 cousins.
Yeah.
Wow.
They are all married and all have like 6 kids,
Oh.
Good Lord.
and most of those kids are high school or
I was going to say older, probably. I was like, maybe
And,
20.
yeah. And so I'm like, good luck.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
There's only one way that happens. There's a single way that actually happens. That is if grandma calls everybody, sends out a video message personally to
Yeah.
everyone.
That's fair.
It is like, I'm going to die imminently.
Yeah.
This is it.
Come see me at this event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and what we ended up
That's the only thing
I thought you were
going
going to say it's a treasure map thing where she's like, I have millions. It's the quest for Curly's gold.
Here, you're out of the will.
yeah, that's the real only way to get everyone
right.
there.
no,
Money.
the best solution. I think what they came up with was awesome, which is basically a month-long open house.
Oh,
Which is just kind of like, hey,
Pop in.
if you happen to be in Iowa in June,
Okay.
stop by Grandma's house.
Oh,
Oh,
great.
I like that.
It's like, yep,
actually.
that's the way to do it.
Makes me want to go to Iowa.
That cake's
I
going to
am
last
going
a month.
to Iowa.
I could definitely show up and be like, I'm one of your grandkids.
I think it's open invitation. Oh,
No,
we
no.
should do
Oh, no,
it.
no.
We should go to Grandma Tangeman's.
We got to
don't-
go to
You don't think that I could masquerade
Yes.
as a relative that
You
she's
could
forgotten
not.
about?
No. She's 95, but she is smart. She's
She's,
she's
I'm not-
fully functioning.
I'm
and-
not saying that your grandmother is
Oh, you
not
think she's
smart
got
as
so
a
many?
whip. That's what I'm saying.
She's like
it
one of
sounds like
them.
there's a. I mean, like
Yeah.
I don't have that
Statistically-
many cousins that I don't know all of them.
Yeah. I feel like he's got a really good shot. I mean, there's a way. There's definitely a way.
What about, is the hair going to be a giveaway? Does he need to cut his hair?
No. I think you could be a boy. You could pass as a boyfriend of one of the grandchildren.
Oh, that's easy.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
No, I want to get into the will.
I think you go for it.
I think my
He's
goal
gonna be
is
blood
to
related.
leave in the will.
Barefoot overalls, straw hat. She will have no idea which
Yeah.
one you are. It's just going to be a blend. Just
Hair
like
tucked up in the hat.
another one. Just all this are. So yeah, I don't know what our advice
I'm
was
other
about
Nick.
that.
I was going to say, though, really quick, I think the last thing Jacob had kind of left off on was like, you can't be upset if you're not invited. And I feel like, I mean, this is therapist Whitney speaking. You can be upset. Like, you can have feelings about that. But again, it just goes back to like, you might be missing out on things, but it might be worth the cost if you have a peaceful life, and they're missing out on things in your life like your parents are. So it's reminding me of this little Instagram thing I watched just the other night where a lady's talking about how she reached out to her mom after being no contact, and she was upset by the response because essentially the mom was like, well, you can't just come back in my life and all this. And you know what? You put some on the internet, people have their own comments to say. But it was a really interesting dynamic because I thought that was kind of a asshole response from the mom. But I also was like, she's not wrong. Like, she doesn't have to give in to your rules or boundaries. And that may just feel validating in itself then. You're like, oh, I'm softening. Let me reach out. And then you get that response. You're like, nope, made the right decision. Let me just stay back.
Yeah, I think an extra note on that as well, Joey. I think if a person does this, one of the things that I would often talk to them about is not holding out for justice. Because I think sometimes our no contact, if your no contact is for you because you vomit and you're viscerally unhappy every time you're around this person or these people, and it's for your own mental health. Hey, I get that, and let's support that, and let's see you do that, and let's like navigate it. But I think sometimes there's this sense of like, I want justice. And when I find out the family just moves on without me, when I find out they take the side of my ex, when I find out that they're all celebrating, they're all happy, there's this belief, I guess, that we hold that they should all be mourning, or they should be sitting around going, what have we done? You know, this weeping of gnashing of teeth, like, how do we win her back? Or we need to apologize. And like, you need to abandon that sense of justice or that expectation. In my experience, most of the time, it does not arrive. Humans will not do it.
If you're doing it for you, do it for you.
Do it only for you. But yeah, if you're expecting any kind of justice, you need to abandon that, and you just need to decide, I'm doing this for me, here's why. And if that truly is what you land on, then I think it becomes increasingly irrelevant what they do, right? If they go on to have a family reunion or a good Christmas or a Thanksgiving and they don't deal you in because you've said stop contacting me, okay. Then you all just move your separate ways. But
just work on that relationship with your siblings. That's separate.
Yeah. And I love that you're doing therapy on this, by the way. I think that's huge.
What were you going to say, Jacob?
I'm just kind of struggling at that because I mean the relationship with the siblings and the parent, like it's all going to be intertwined.
Sure. Yeah.
Like it can be separate, and you can do your best to keep it separate.
Yeah.
It may but it sounds like Joey was also a mother figure to her younger siblings, right? Like, and that's one of Joey's points is like, mom was very neglectful and nobody was there for me. So then I tried to show up for you guys. That's why she has that whole side story about like taking care of a younger sibling in college and after a seizure and all this stuff. And like mom doesn't do jack shit. So, but that's also something important too, Joey, is, and I don't think you said this in the letter, but just in case, I would hope you wouldn't perceive it as disloyal that your younger siblings choose to have a relationship. It isn't an act of non-fidelity to you or dismissiveness to your suffering. They also get to have a personal choice about whether or not they get something from that parent and it's worth it for them versus when it's not. And you didn't say that, but I would hope that, again, if you're holding on to this like torch of justice and like wanting this karma or something like that, that's not going to come. Nah. So it has to be for you, and that has to be a full stop end of it. And you should be thinking, I hope the rest of them are happy. Whatever. Mom's never going to come crawling back, tell me that she's wrong. There's not going to be this mutiny of all the siblings joining together and unionizing and standing against mom. It's not going to happen. Like, there's not going to be a vigil in your honor. You didn't say that you wanted that, but in my experience, I see that show up.
Who doesn't want a vigil?
Okay,
though?
Fair enough. We can assume she
I
wants
would
a
love
vigil.
a vigil.
Yeah, we all would like a nice, tasteful vigil.
But every month, I'm tired of going to your vigils.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's in his lovely covered
Lucky
patio.
you, it's only once a month.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been banned from the tiki store, you know. Just keep going in there, buying these things by the dozen.
Yeah.
Anyway, Joey, thank you for the letter. Glad to hear that you're wrapping up the doctorate. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Excited that you're going to be crossing over. That's going to be awesome for you. And glad to hear that your life's going as well as it is.
When you get it, don't do anything foolish like bet.
Don't
Like
listen to
wager
Nick.
it.
I
Don't wager
have
your-
a proposition for you. I have a collection I would be interested in expanding.
Wouldn't it be great if he just, it's like human skulls.
Come on. Come on.
All these advanced degrees from suckers who have come into his lair.
Just a stack of them.
This Faustian bargain. Anyway, Joey.
I'm picturing like the old like the poster setups you'd see like Walmart and everything
Right.
with the like the vertical posters.
Oh
in
my
there.
gosh,
You
just-
could thumb through them.
Yeah. This huge book of them.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so great.
Library sciences. How did you get that one? That's weird.
Oh, that's because I knew what the Dodgers were going to lose.
Anyway, Joey, congratulations. And, keep those boundaries up for now. Focus on your life, your health. Keep going to therapy because clearly this letter came in hot because there's a lot of emotion still surrounding this. And so I want you to keep doing the work. And that's the only healing that's really going to present itself. You're not going to find that from other people. You're going to find that within yourself. That's the only way to repair. We're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're talking RESPECT. Find out what it means to me.
Yeah, we will.
You're listening to Pod Therapy.
Today's episode is brought to you by Smitty Scoop, Mason Miller, Tess Miller, Byler T, Paris, Team Monaco, Oscar Swanrose, Hannah Marie, Emma Kane, Myra, and Sam Cohn. And if you'd like to sponsor the show, become a therapy producer at patreon.com/therapy. So almost Dr. Nurse Joey, in addition to the letter that we just read, sent in some trivia.
Hey.
And I'm pretty sure this is just a fuck you to Nick,
Oh, good.
who has to read this.
Yes.
Oh,
Welcome to my life.
Medical trivia.
Oh my gosh.
And you know damn well.
This is going to be great.
Oh my
This should
He
be a
drank his Red
drinking
Bull,
game.
so
Yeah, if
he's
you're at
good.
home,
Yeah.
pour yourself a good stiff drink and take a sip every time he mispronounces a word.
You won't know. You don't know what those
You'll
words
know.
are either.
Drink
Nick,
anyway.
Nick will pause for a long
That's right.
time.
Just be confident. Just plow
Okay.
through.
That's right.
Okay. In the we're going to do there's only 2 questions. So you're all going to have a crack at these.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Buzz it
Okay.
in.
All right.
Okay.
No, we're just going to let you pick.
Ah, all right.
Yep.
all right.
Let you pick.
Are there options?
Yes.
All right.
All right.
In the late 1950s. So that's that one.
Oh,
Drink.
In the late 1950s.
Rough start.
In the late 1950s and early 1960s, thalidomide was marketed as a medication to treat morning sickness associated with pregnancy.
Buzz. True.
But
Give him the
but-
points.
But ended up causing more than 10,000 serious birth defects. Oh, I don't remember this. I was not alive.
What was
in
it
the
like
60s.
in the 50s?
Fuck off.
Yeah.
10,000 serious birth defects and numerous miscarriages before being temporarily pulled from the market.
Arson.
Which
So
medical
RFK
condition?
brought it back.
Yeah, now it's in the milk. Which medical
raw milk.
condition do we still use thalidomide to treat today? Select all that apply.
there's more than one. This
Okay.
okay. Yep, there you go,
boy.
Jacob. That's right.
Here we go. A, leprosy.
I mean,
Interesting.
that's fair though, right?
Still treating
if
it
it's like, but
'cause-
this thing is like a really shitty medicine. It's like leprosy, though.
It's leprosy.
Like, I mean, it's 6 on one, half a dozen on the other.
B, pleurisy. I guess that's when there's more than one of you.
That's right.
yeah, I think
that's
so.
what that is. Yeah.
It's what Michael Keaton had in the film Multiplicity.
That's what it
Multiplicity.
was.
Yeah.
Multiplicity,
In the documentary-
I believe.
in the
is what that
documentary.
is.
Yeah.
Documentary, yeah.
Dangerous condition. I
Yeah,
hope
yeah,
they
yeah.
find a cure for that. It's spelled Pleurysy.
Yeah, we know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We've seen the movie.
I just told you about a film that covers it.
Also, there are so many Michael Keatons right now. I mean, it's getting fucking weird, right?
Yeah.
He's every fucking where.
Honestly, my opinion, not enough.
Not enough. Yeah. Could still.
It'd be
a few
great
more.
if every actor was just Michael Keaton.
It's all movies are just like AI is going to get there one
Yeah.
day where we're going to have every single part in a movie.
Remake Top Gun, but all Michael Keaton.
No. That's not. Remake Basic Instinct.
all
All
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton. That's the one I want.
Okay, C, certain cancers. D, HIV. Or
Wow.
E, Ebola.
God
What the fuck?
damn. It was originally for morning sickness.
Uh-huh.
Leprosy, HIV, Ebola, cancers, or pleurisy.
Is it more than one?
That's
It is
shitty.
more than one.
Well, we're all going to fucking lose, so.
Just pick 2 letters.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
I
kind
want.
of how I feel.
It's 2 of them.
Are we
you'll
just
give us
going
2.
until what are we doing?
Take a shot.
You each
Everyone
get one
gets a
shot,
shot.
one bite at the apple.
No,
All right.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to take pleurisy because that was sexy.
Great.
Okay, I want pleurisy. And go ahead and throw in, give me some Ebola. I feel like Ebola's got to be a shitty.
I see your Ebola.
Okay.
And I'll give you HIV.
You'll throw it in for free.
Yep.
I don't know that I want it, Nick. I think I'm
Okay,
gonna-
so you want B and E.
polite pass.
B and E for the record.
Yes, I'll take
All
B
right.
and E. Breaking and entering.
Whitney.
I'll go A and C. I don't even. Is that
Leprosy
and
certain cancers.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
C,
Sounds great.
B and E.
I want cancers.
Okay.
Just certain ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, certain ones.
Right.
And what's
D.
D?
What was D?
HIV.
Oh.
Give me HIV.
All right, he's taking
Give
CD,
me cancer and HIV.
C, D, B and E, and A and C.
It's A and C.
Whitney gets it. Wow.
Leprosy and certain cancers. Wow.
I knew the cancers one.
Yeah, you
Oh,
were
you
halfway
did.
there.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
were.
I had the cancers one for sure.
All right.
To get half a point for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So
okay.
smart.
You're doing so good.
No, this one sucks. Okay. Which bacteria?
Nick hates this.
Know.
I do.
This
I
is
really
great.
hate this
Keep
one.
sending this in, listeners.
This is great.
Just make them so bad.
This is so funny.
Just harder and harder.
I do better luck. I would do better if this was in French, honestly.
The way
I think the pleurisy was French.
pleurisy.
The EU.
That was not.
Pleurisy.
That was not.
listeners, the way you can make him suffer more is make them mental health questions.
in French.
Yeah.
Oh,
because
yeah.
then when he can't read the questions that are in the in like the DHL,
Yes.
Yeah.
DS.
DHL. No, the moving company.
Yeah.
You're right.
yeah,
Yeah.
in those trucks,
Yes.
whatever. I assume they just carry that book around in those trucks.
That's what they do.
They're
It's a
big
very
enough,
big
yeah.
book. It's a very big book.
It is.
Which bacteria is considered to be the most infectious bacteria of all time?
Your mom.
Oh.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, man.
A. Oh my God. Treponema pallidum,
Yep.
aka syphilis.
Oh.
B. Oh my God. Methicillin resistant staphylococcus. Oh,
Staph infection.
That's what I was going to say.
Glug,
Staph
glug, glug,
infection.
glug. Sounds like a staph
Arius.
infection.
MRSA.
Oh,
MRSA.
MRSA.
MRSA's
okay.
dangerous.
That's a big one.
Not even going to try that one. E. coli.
Okay.
I love it. Skip
Or-
over the medical.
Mycobacterium tuberculosis.
And what's the question?
Which bacteria is considered the most infectious bacteria of all time?
So we got
Most
tuberculosis, E. coli,
No.
MRSA,
MRSA and syphilis.
and syphilis. I'm going to jump on tuberculosis.
Give me that syphilis.
Again? All right.
MRSA.
I can't get enough.
Just because I actually think it's TB probably, but I'm on
It
MRSA.
is tuberculosis.
Boom shakalaka!
All right.
Thank you, John Green. I know that because you wrote a book called Everything is Tuberculosis.
That
he
is-
was right.
That is what she wrote in here. D. John Green wrote a book about it. Everything is tuberculosis.
Yay!
Also makes me think you saw this trivia before.
No, I bought the book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, all right.
And you read it sounds like.
No, I gave it to my son.
Oh, then your son got
Gave
it.
your son tuberculosis.
You read the title, it sounds like.
I'm aware of the title, and I love John Green. I listen to his podcast, listen to everything him and Hank do. So I was very aware of it. My son loves microbiology
Tuberculosis.
and all that shit. So I got him the book.
Did you call and talk to the guy?
Who? Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
He gave me his cell phone number, and so I need to text him.
Oh.
But yeah, I'm going to talk to him. I emailed him, and he emailed me back and then gave me a cell phone number, but we haven't been able to connect. So
All right. All right.
pretty excited. The man who shall not be named.
The man, yeah, the unnamed man.
Got it.
in my mouth.
Yeah. So I'm winning, right?
No.
No, I think Whitney got like
think
500
Whitney's-
points.
yeah, yeah.
I
Oh,
got
come the fuck
two
on.
answers right, so that's double
wow.
things.
Crushing it.
Yeah.
Is the second round of trivia more of that?
Whitney got two.
Nope,
you
there's
got
only
one. I got
two
one.
questions.
yeah,
Solid.
exactly.
All
Yeah,
right.
you and me are tied.
Whatever. All right, RESPECT, find out what it means to me. So, I, 30s female, once read this quote, and it really resonated with me. Quote, representation of the world, like the world itself, is the work of men. They describe it from their own point of view, which they confuse with the absolute truth. End quote. From Simone de Beauvoir.
Is that how you say that, Nick?
We.
Fuck yeah! It made me more aware of how people, myself included, tend to treat our own perceptions as objective fact.
Actually, I think it's Beauvoir.
I think it's Bouye Vucouche. Beauvoir.
I think it's Beauvoir, as Jim would say.
Like reservoir.
Yeah.
Hey, I fucking pronounced it right, okay? I'm over here doing laps on this bitch. He can't even get medicine names, idiot. Where were we at? I've noticed my husband, 30s male, is particularly prone to dismissing me and my experiences. Compared to when we first started dating 10 years ago, husband is now more certain in his experiences, more grandiose about his ideas, and he has treated me in an increasingly belittling manner whenever I disagree with him. One example, we were in a bar.
No, he doesn't.
You're wrong. Yeah, nice. Nice.
I look at
Nice. I'm proud of you. No.
God,
You know
I
what?
love that.
It was
I hate
bold.
that I love that
It was
so
bold,
much.
and I know you had second thoughts, and you just fucking went.
Yeah.
You ripped one out. I'm really proud of you, man. That was the move. That
Have
was
you
the move.
tried not disagreeing with him?
And not speaking in that high pitched naggy voice. That would be great.
You hear it too,
Keep
right?
I hear
reading
it.
the
I hear it in the
question.
letter.
Keep reading the question.
Just very high, falsetto almost. It just hurts my ears. Have you seen that billboard that says, this year millions of men will die out of stubbornness, and somebody graffitied on there, "No, we won't"? It's the best. It was supposed to be like a PSA campaign about
No,
like
we
just
won't.
getting a medical checkup. I love it. One example.
I tried to go to a fucking doctor's appointment the other day. They canceled it on me.
What? Those
Yeah,
sons
called
of
me that
bitches.
morning.
Wow.
And Jacob refuses to make another one.
Yeah. I'll show you.
No, with both of our schedules, the closest we were able to do was a month out.
Damn.
Yeah.
They were like, "Oh no, you
Right.
have priority since we're having to cancel on you like
Yeah.
this. So
The
let's
priority is a
find."
month
I was
from
like, "Great, let's do it. Let's do it a week from now. We can't do it then.
Oh boy.
Well, how about the next one? Can't do it then."
Sorry.
What kind of priority?
And they're like going through these different days. I'm like, no, none of those. They're like, "Oh, how about this Wednesday?" I'm like, "Don't offer me Wednesdays.
Yeah.
You're not going to find a time on Wednesday that's going to work."
Oh my gosh. Yeah. The American healthcare system.
Yep.
One example, we were in a bar joking about he's on drugs, Adderall for his ADHD, which he only takes as prescribed, and how it's hard. It's a hard drug since Adderall is an amphetamine. Then husband states it's impossible to overdose on amphetamines. Now, I'm no doctor, but I do have a college background in biology, whereas husband has an engineering background. I replied, well, when you take amphetamines as prescribed, yes, you won't die from an overdose, but you can absolutely die from amphetamines. Husband patted me on the shoulder and told me it's okay to be wrong. Ooh, this man does not want to get laid. That is a choice.
Oh my God.
My man, you were at a bar. It was going really well for you.
I have to listen to more of this letter. Go on.
I doubled down. You can overdose on amphetamines. You can overdose on all drugs with maybe the exception of weed.
Yeah, I hear it. I hear the screechiness.
You hear it, right?
Yeah. No, I got it. Yeah.
It's way up there. Just like, ooh, the glass is going to break.
Yeah, no, I got it. Yeah.
So, God, just tone it down.
I'm sorry, Ryder. I love it.
I like that we're all just taking on this one. This is good. I gave the example of how alcohol has a depressive, slowing effect on the body that can cause people to stop breathing if they've taken too much. Husband doubled down. You cannot die from amphetamines or weed. I took out my cell phone and Googled what happens when a person has an acute overdose.
Motherfuckers who plant a flag on a fucking hill these days.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
like, what are you doing?
Why?
Unless you fucking know. Like, if you hear me planting a flag on something,
Yeah.
Better be
at
audio
the very
related.
least, I think I'm 100,000,000% correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can only think of like two things that I would really plant a flag on. One of them is
not many.
One of them is pergolas.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. The hill we now
That-
die
they're
on.
terrible.
That's
Yeah.
being
That you're gonna get
superior
one. That
to-
you're
And
gonna
I'm
get
by
one.
your side, okay? I want you to know that. I'm your ride or
Jim's
die.
just sucking up your ass.
Yeah, I'm at the pergola party, bitch.
right.
You're just jealous.
We're also at the pergola party, just not under the fucking pergola.
Because it doesn't matter. It's the same.
You're going to get burned, and we're going to be half burned. I took out my cell phone and Googled what happens when a person has an acute overdose of amphetamines. They stimulate/speed up the body's metabolism, and you can overheat, have seizures, and die.
That was already nicer than what I would have done. What I would have done is pulled out my phone and without breaking eye contact with my spouse, I would have said into my phone, "Hey Siri, can you overdose on amphetamines?"
Because it reads it out loud.
Yeah. That's absolutely what I would have done.
That's better than I think what a lot of people would have done, which is handed him his bottle of amphetamines and
Prove
said,
it.
"Prove it.
Fuck yeah. Oh
Put
my
up or
God.
shut up.
God.
It's gonna be a long
That's
night.
my favorite answer now.
I'll drive us to the ER and we'll sit in the parking lot
Yep.
and let's just go to town."
Yep.
champ.
I was going to say, then you don't know. Look, he didn't die.
Today's the day you put your money where your mouth is. Husband did not admit that he was wrong, but he also did not push the topic further. No shit.
And you are a saint for not saying the words "it's
Honestly.
okay to be wrong"
That's
to
right.
him.
God
Pat
damn.
him. Pat him.
Pat him on the
gently.
head.
Oh, Pat.
Meanwhile, I was seething. I was frustrated. I felt dismissed. It took effort to calm myself down and switch to a different topic. Another example, we're driving to Costco, a weekly ritual of ours. We're on the main road and husband is preparing to take a left turn onto a smaller street. The oncoming traffic has a stop sign, which husband did not notice. After we safely make a left turn, he comments about how it was weird for the oncoming traffic to yield to our left turn when through traffic has a right-of-way. I told him they don't have a right-of-way because they have a stop sign. Husband says, "Well, you have bad vision."
Oh my God.
Oh,
Here we
buddy.
go.
Buddy, you gotta stop.
Okay, in his defense, he's on a lot of amphetamines. This
Okay.
whole time, he's thought he's just
He
like...
is overdosing right now.
Okay, Ryder, let's see you drive high.
How much weed has
Weirdo,
he tried to
everybody's driving
overdose
so
on?
slow.
Actually, you know what? When was this letter sent in? Is this guy dead? This guy might be dead.
Right.
This might be a moot point.
Anyway. Yes, I have to wear glasses while he has been blessed with 20/20 vision.
Great.
But I was wearing my glasses and I saw the stop sign. Husband makes our standard bet, a reciprocated
Also,
back massage.
there was a stop sign.
Yeah, you can also just see that big red
Yeah,
octagon.
it's just there.
Husband makes our standard bet, a reciprocated back massage. That I didn't see it. I raised the ante and my voice, yeah, we can tell, and I bet an unreciprocated back massage that there is a stop sign. This makes husband hesitate. He suggests we can check on the drive home, but I didn't have to get so intense about it.
Oh,
When,
God.
what a move.
This is-
What a move.
oh, my. This letter's gold. Continue. Oh, my God.
You're just getting so excited.
I just
Hysterical, if I may. Oh my God. This is a great way to gaslight your wife.
Yes!
Like, this is such a good letter. When we leave, we take a different route home, and husband comments that we can't verify the presence of the
Who's
stop
driving?
sign.
Who's driving? I know who's
Guess
driving.
it'll have to wait till next week.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice move, dude. Nice move. For context, husband comes from a big family where conversations are loud, direct, and often borderline abrasive. Dinner conversations are like the verbal equivalent of bears wrestling each other.
Oh my gosh.
Statements are made that are borderline rude, but are said without malice. So I don't take offense to his comments like "you have bad vision" or "you're emotional." But I do take offense to the context in which it's used. It completely invalidates my experiences. Husband doesn't know how much his dismissiveness during these weekly disagreements bother me. I haven't brought it up because I know that he'll brush me off as being too emotional. I want to feel like his equal in the disagreement rather than a know-nothing insubordinate. My question is, how do I bring this up to him in a way that he'll actually hear me? And how do I set/enforce boundaries when he talks to me this way without escalating the situation into a bigger conflict? Much love, signed, Aretha Franklin.
Oh,
Wow. There's so much. Okay. What I want to say right away whenever Aretha you mention.
I believe it's pronounced urethra.
Oh, my bad.
Queen of Soul.
Thank you for correcting her.
Yes.
Miss Franklin.
If you're nasty.
Oh, yes.
He doesn't even have it. He doesn't even have a copy of the script. He just knows you're not pronouncing it right.
Anyway, Whitney, I think that we're done with your thoughts.
Yeah, thanks, Whitney.
I'll jump in. I'm going to jump in, guys. I love this show.
Jim, you have to have something to jump in with.
Yeah, go. I'll listen for now.
Just calm down. Okay.
I'm very calm. Very calm.
It's a scholarly show. Anyway, you were going to say. Go on.
It's a show for learned.
No, go on.
This is a room of learned doctors.
This is a home of learned doctors.
There are quite a few learned doctors.
Oh, no,
Man,
but go on.
It
please.
is challenging when you say at the end, I want to bring this up without escalating the situation. Who fucking cares at that point? Okay, here's my thing.
Whitney wants a war.
I know. No, here's my thing. Yeah, you don't want to try and escalate, okay? But also, I'm not going to be worried about his reaction because that's his problem. My issues are going to be what my problems are. My problems are I'm feeling invalidated. You're just treating me like a child and
Right.
like an insubordinate, however you worded it. But that's not okay. And you are an angel for even accepting some of the things
Yes.
he's saying and saying
my
like, I
God.
don't mind this or that. I would. Like, that's going to be a no. Like, absolutely not. But you don't have to take that. I think you can share with him in a very calm manner if you choose to do so. In a calm manner. Like, hey, when you say these things, this is how I feel. I know
Yeah.
it's like therapy 101, basic bitch therapy.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, when you say this is how I feel. And he can try and brush you off. And I would just call that shit out right there. You're brushing me off when you say that.
Yeah.
Do you hear what I'm telling you? Like,
Right.
I would just ask him to repeat it back, honestly. I mean, if he's going to act like a child, I'll treat you like a child. He doesn't have to know you're treating him like a child, but that's what we do with children. So repeat it back to me so I know you heard me.
Yeah. Stand
But-
up straight when you're talking to me.
Yeah, and you don't have to say it like...
Just fucking mad dog him.
Yeah. Use your 20/20
You're gonna talk to
vision.
me with those little hands? What?
Say it with your chest.
Say it with your chest, bitch. Oh, I noticed you didn't go back for the stop sign. Is it because you lost your fucking way? You need to ask directions back to the stop sign?
No, I feel like you can say, you know, I love you. I love our banter. I like our, you know, little fun, what is it? The reciprocating back massage thing. Like, all that's fine and good. And I know you come from a boisterous, you know, rambunctious household, but for me, that is too much.
Yeah.
And I'm just telling you how I feel. If you choose to continue doing the things you're doing or saying the things you're saying without trying, then that's not going to go well long term.
And I, if you want to phrase it differently, I think you can also phrase it as just like, this isn't what I want my relationship to look like.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's very like, this is not the back and forth that I'm like. You're used to this back and forth of like, you know, the high octane yelling at each other and you know, like, prove me wrong and, you know, yell me down, and then once you get yelled down, you expect everybody to just move on.
Yeah.
But now you've been yelling for the last 10 minutes and now you're
Right.
fucking pissed.
Yeah, right.
He will either understand it when you explain it to him, or he'll understand it when he gets the divorce papers.
Yes, it came out of nowhere.
Yeah. Like,
The divorce came out of nowhere.
At some point in his life, he'll get it.
He's going to
Yeah.
be like, and
He's
you know
gonna
you
figure
spelled
it
this
out.
wrong, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's I think my biggest thing is you have to share with him how you feel. And if he tries to invalidate, I would just call that out in the moment. And that's not you creating conflict.
No.
That is you sharing how your perspective, and like Jacob said, how you're feeling. Like, I don't want a relationship like that. I'm okay with some of this, but I'm not okay with this part.
Yeah.
And if he's not willing to accept that, I mean, that's a different conversation. You can figure out what you want to do with that. But
Great idea. That's option one.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
Whitney's
Yeah.
Good job, Whitney.
Yeah.
Whitney's idea, option one. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah.
thanks, bud.
It's a great start. Really great start. Yeah.
Thank you, Jacob.
Yes.
If you don't want to go that way, I'll let you in a little secret.
Oh boy, a secret man.
No, see,
secret.
this is the thing. If you want to explain something to a man, or you want to win an argument
Okay,
to
I'm
a
listening
man,
now.
okay, you have to speak the man's language.
There it is.
Kim.
And
Lay some
men,
wisdom on her, Nick. Let her know.
men
He said
learn
men, Jen.
through statistics. Okay,
Math,
so option one
You
is you
assume we know
you
math.
have a conversation like Whitney's idea. Option two is you keep doing these bets.
Yep.
You keep kicking his ass.
Yep.
And you keep really good statistics.
That's it. You keep a spreadsheet?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Jim knows where I'm going.
I know exactly where you're going.
Spreadsheet.
Preach.
No, I want to hear this because I have a counter.
cook.
I have a counter.
Okay. Because, I mean, at some
Because-
point, if you are 0 and 95,
That's right.
like, Guys who go play basketball at the Y,
Yeah.
and they just get their ass beat every single Tuesday night that they're playing pickup basketball. You know what they stop doing? They stop playing basketball.
Yep.
Right?
I know, they divorced.
Yeah.
You're encouraging him to divorce her, is what I hear.
No.
You are exploring the path of trying to win this argument.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is the wrong path to go down.
Okay.
I think stop betting back massages.
Oh.
I think start betting
Okay.
$100 bills.
Oh, there it is.
Ooh, I like this
I think
better.
very simply,
Yes.
you just start betting $100 bills.
Oh my God, I actually really like this.
Yeah.
And I think the way you start
Yeah.
it is you go to the bank and you walk into the bank and you get, say, 4 or 6, an even number of $100 bills.
Uh-huh.
And you hand half of those to him.
Oh.
And that's how you start it. You say, here are your $200 bills. I have $200 bills here. This is our new currency. Mm-hmm. This is fuck this massage shit.
Yeah.
I'm not getting the massages I want anyway. So
Yeah, we know what the man massage is. Yeah.
You're not strong enough.
so you know what I want? I want a C note.
That's right.
I'm going to go pay for my massage with that
that's
$100
right.
bill.
And after you walk in a few weeks with fucking Rolexes on,
Yeah. With your
multiple
cute
Rolexes.
ass purse and your
Yeah.
hair done. Yeah.
This kind of
you.
person, though, God, they are insufferable. And like to be married, I mean, look, Ryder, I'm not to sit here and just shit on your husband. Like, you know, obviously you're happy.
that's your
Yeah.
job.
Yeah, you go do it for money.
On the chest.
Only for money on the chest. No, but like
On the
this
last
kind of
coffee
person
table.
is Jesus Christ. Used to be a family show. No, but like this kind of person
I
really
didn't say
is
what you
insufferable.
do on the last coffee table.
It is such an annoying thing whenever you talk to a friend or you have that person in your group who just always like they pick these weird
They're,
hills
like,
to die on.
contentious.
Yeah, they're really contentious and just like no matter what you say, they always have to correct or they always have to like add
Well,
something in there.
actually.
Yeah, the actually guy. Fuck
Oh, yeah,
you.
yeah.
It's a really annoying move. It's just really off-putting to other people. It lacks intellectual humility. And like I love this quote, by the way. Like that was a really good quote to start off your letter with.
It was.
And
like
I also
that.
think that you're humanizing the experience a bit. And the writer kind of says, like, look, you know, I do this too. Like, we all think we're right in our own mind. But the difference is, do you have the intellectual humility to understand that you are often not right and to hold conclusions loosely because it's off-putting and because you're not leaving room to learn?
Well, that's it. I mean, if you're the well actually guy and you're right all the time,
Sure.
that's one thing.
Yeah.
If you're the well actually guy and you're wrong,
Right. And this is
Yeah,
where
that's
I
Hank
think
and John Green.
Nick and Jacob's theory is to beat it out of him by helping him learn through cold, hard facts that you're not what you think. It's basically the version of a guy who's all talk and then you finally just play him one-on-one and fucking stuff him.
Yeah.
And just like, you know, he just never gets the ball out. And you're just
I
like,
think you
hey,
are misunderstanding
accept that
my
you're
plan.
this bad. Like,
I
you're
would-
not what you think I am.
my plan is not he learns a lesson. My plan is
Your
you just
win.
make $100 every time.
It's just
Yeah,
getting
it's just
paid.
win no matter what.
Yeah.
Oh, then that's a good idea because then at that point, then you will enjoy him being wrong.
That's yeah, then you're great
Exactly.
with it.
And it kind of
no,
hits
again,
him.
I
Double
don't
or nothing on the stop
Yeah,
sign?
then now all you're seeing is opportunities.
I think the stat sheet is the wrong move. I think
Yeah.
you just go with the $100 bills and you just say like, great.
I-
Now this is
'cause
just life.
I feel like the stat sheet, he will still find a way to gaslight around that. I mean, he's avoiding going home to not get proof. Like, that doesn't fucking matter to him. $100 bills, that matters to people.
Yeah.
Hit him where it hurts.
Yeah, the wallet.
I do think there's a
balls.
possibility,
That too.
a very small possibility that Whitney's right. Very,
Doubt it.
again, atomic. Atomic.
You know what? I have an
Yeah,
idea.
let's just move on. You know, you're right.
I have an idea.
We're ending the show.
I think you should talk to him.
Say more.
I think it's classic therapist thing.
Like basic bitch therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think like you just got to explain.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
you know what
keep
I'm saying?
explaining, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, I don't know. I wasn't listening. That's all the further I can go. Yeah. I wasn't listening.
You got the gist of it.
Yeah. I got it.
I do
I was
think-
close.
Yeah.
No, but there is some truth to this, right? Like, if you're with somebody who, like, look, I'm sure there's so many qualities you love about your husband. I'm sure there's so much that's good. But
sure.
whenever, over the years, this person increasingly becomes condescending and hyper arrogant, I think at the end of the day, yeah, we can try to humiliate them. We can try to fight fire with fire. We can get increasingly passive aggressive. But the writer says, look, I don't want to escalate this, right? I don't want to have an unhappy marriage. I don't want to fight. And if I win, I don't feel like I'm winning. Like there's that old marriage therapy, axiom that says you can either be right or you can be happy, but you can't be both. And in this situation, unfortunately, Whitney's right. That, that's where you have to sit down with your partner and you have to say, look, I don't like this dick measuring contest that the two of us constantly get into. Sometimes your tone is playful, and then sometimes it quickly moves into condescending and hurtful. And I think that you're not good at sensing when that line is crossed.
Also, when you are wrong, it makes you look like an idiot.
Yeah,
and I
Yeah,
don't
tell him that.
But no,
and I don't
for real.
fuck idiots.
No, that's it. That is it. It is like it makes you look like an idiot, and I don't want my significant other to be an idiot.
Yeah, or another phrase
Like it upsets me when my significant other looks like a fucking idiot.
He's gonna take that well.
And it does. That's what it
go
looks
really good.
like when you yell at me that there's not a stop sign,
Yeah.
and I can see the fucking stop sign.
Yeah.
You fucking idiot.
You fucking idiot. I have seen that move actually work, though, in couples therapy, where the wife said some variation of that, but she said, it's just, it makes you look unattractive.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And it-
that
I
is
like
where
that.
it hurts.
It was a
No,
good
that
move.
is a power move.
It was a power move.
I like this
Yeah.
move.
Because, she's like, I'm so attracted to you. She started with that premise.
Yeah,
And she's
yeah.
like,
And he's like,
but it's just, and I'm really attracted to your intellect, but I always think it's more attractive when you have like a humble, stance, because you are very smart. And usually you have a way of
you
teaching
keep lapping
and
around to
giving
this
me all
like
these
he's
things.
so smart, and,
Yeah.
and you have to like.
But it's so unattractive.
Have
whenever you're
humbleness to his
pretentious.
intelligence.
Well, I think it's like this. It's like whenever you do counseling with somebody with NPD, with narcissistic personality
Yeah,
disorder.
that's exactly
We
what
don't
I'm
tell them they have narcissistic
No,
personality
you can't.
disorder.
It's not gonna
That
go
doesn't
well.
work. Instead, we say, so what's going wrong in your life? And they're like, everybody around me is just a fucking moron, and they all run away from me because they're so intimidated
And
by
I think
me.
the kindest thing we can do for stupid people is to just help them understand
Right.
that they are stupid.
Yeah, help
They
them
never
learn
will,
through their hard
though.
knocks.
They don't think they're
Don't
stupid.
try to do these things,
Right.
you idiot.
Well, I think for the writer, I think Whitney's theory is a really good one if you're trying to be collaborative, if you don't want to one-up them, but to pull them aside and explain, there are qualities about you that is part of the reason I married you. I love your confidence. I love that you constantly think of interesting things to say, and that, I'm fascinated by you. I learn things from you all the time. But there is this line where it comes off as hurtful to me, and it's no longer playful. It's no longer kind of this boyish charm that you have. It's unattractive, and it's hurtful, and it's kind of gross. And when that happens, I feel myself pulling away from you. I want to push back on you, and that ruins our night, right? So, I love your theory on that, Whitney, that it's like, no, we do need to have this proactive conversation that we explain with our feeling words. This is what's happening inside of me when you do that. And in the future, the next time you do that, instead of fighting you on the fact or falseness of the claim you're making or whatever you're saying, I'm going to let you know, hey, this is one of those moments where your tone is sharp and this is hurting my heart a little bit. And I'm just going to ask that we not take a hard stand on this one. This feels weird.
What'd you say, Jim? Oh,
Nice.
It doesn't work the other way.
She got me.
I don't know. I think that was pretty good.
All the ladies listening are like, oh, burn. Or, no, they sound like this. Oh, burn. With that high shrilly shit. That's how they all sound. That's what they were saying. Anyway, I think about 70% of what Whitney said was right.
Yeah, according to pay scales.
It was good enough.
It's fine.
Anyway, Aretha, thank you for the laughs. That is a great question. I'm glad that we got to read it.
And thanks for being a listener. I also like to. I'm glad when we hear that celebrities are listening to the
very
show.
Flattering. Very flattering.
Especially dead ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know
Magic.
our largest demographic, dead people. Yeah, we're huge in funeral homes.
Yeah.
Just played on
I
rotate.
want more celebrities. Michael Keaton, if you're listening, write in.
Oh, he's everywhere. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're talking about how to help an employee. You're listening to Pod Therapy.
Today's episode is brought to you by Smitty Scoop, Mason Miller, Tess Miller, Byler T, Paris, Team Monaco, Oscar Swanros, Hannah Marie, Emma Kane, Myra, and Sam Cohn. Would you like to sponsor the show? Become a therapist through patreon.com/therapy.
All right, I'm winning. Or I'm tied.
Now,
Whitney and I are tied.
Those days are over.
Oh, it's a new game?
New game.
Oh, God damn it.
Damn.
Oh, whatever. I guess I wasn't winning anyway.
No.
All right. Let's go closest without going over.
All
I
right.
hate this game.
How many countries are there in South America? Jim?
Okay, so it's more than one. In Risk, there's 4. I'm going to go with 4.
Okay.
Okay.
10?
Okay.
Damn.
Oh, there's more than 10.
Really?
15.
Whitney, 12.
Wow.
All right.
Okay. Wow, there are a lot. That is a lot of countries.
Killing it today.
Jesus. Wow. There's Chile,
Argentina.
Argentina. There's Brazil.
Paraguay, Uruguay,
Peru.
Peru, Colombia, Venezuela,
Ecuador,
Suriname,
where all the
Oh,
crap
never heard of
comes
that
from,
one.
Colombia.
French Guiana,
Wow.
and Guyana.
Huh. French Guiana and Guyana are two different places?
They are.
Oh.
One's French and one is not.
Great
Get
job,
the
Nick.
fuck out of here. They're spelled the same?
No.
Oh. That's pretty cool.
What's the largest country without a public airport?
Oh. Vatican
Not a
City.
public
you all-
airport.
Give you all 3 guesses.
Ooh. All right. Round 1. Fight. Largest country without a public airport. I'm going to go Luxembourg.
Good guess, but no.
Thank you. You hear that? That was a good guess.
It is in Europe.
Oh. Luxembourg is in Europe?
Yeah, as well as the answer. Yeah.
Oh. Great.
Jim really talks himself out.
Very close.
Into a
That
hole.
doesn't help Jim because he doesn't know where Europe is.
He just said Luxembourg.
I just remember that that's like a small country.
It is a small country.
You even gave me a hint now, too. Can Jacob go next?
He can.
But he might
Sure.
get it.
I'm okay with that.
It's Vatican City.
Let's say
Public airport?
a public airport.
It's France.
My brain can't.
Germany. They were all destroyed in World War II.
Oh.
No.
It's a solid. Okay.
The Canary
know.
Islands.
Let's try.
Is that in Europe?
Spain, right?
Transylvania.
Yes.
No.
Transylvania 6.
Kazakhstan.
5,
No, that's in Asia.
Transylvania
No.
6. Woo! European
still
countries.
going?
Jim, you could do this. Time to fuck them up. All right.
Open book. Use a map if you want.
Belgium.
No.
God damn it. All right, I still got one left. I'm just going to go.
Jacob.
Oh, I can't take my third one.
Out of Vatican City.
No. Good
Oh,
guess,
that's
but
a
no.
really good guess.
I said that. It was a good guess from Jim.
Greenland.
No. It's on the border between France and Spain.
Oh, shit. I don't know.
Oh, Monaco?
No.
Oh.
That's not on
Not
the
a-
border of Spain.
Oh.
That's
France
on the
and
Mediterranean.
Spain.
What's that little island?
not an
Ebola
island.
Oh, it's
Island.
not an
It's where
island?
Napoleon
It's
was
not an
put.
Well, my guess was going to be this little island.
I said you could use a map. This is not.
No, I won't find it on
No.
there. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
France and Spain.
Jim, whatever your guess is, it's wrong.
Oh.
As is Jacob's.
Probably.
Wrong. It's Andorra.
Andorra.
I was going to say
Okay.
Portugal.
Andorra.
Oh.
That's why I can never fly
Portugal
into
has
there.
several airports.
I was just going to
And like Lisbon.
Yeah. I flew from one airport in Portugal to another airport in
Yeah, I've flown in 2 airports in Portugal.
Great. I'm winning. How to help an employee. As is the customary Australian greeting. Good day, cunts. Thank you. I'm the team leader for 5 guys who fix hospital sterilization equipment.
Oh, I thought you meant the
Burger place. I was like,
Yeah,
5
thinking,
guys.
Oh, cool. I feel like a letdown here. I was pretty excited when I was the team leader of a burger joint. Yeah. We travel all over the place, covering an area roughly Washington to Texas. That's about half the USA, geography, Jim. We talk with nurses, sterilization technicians, and other staff members. We'll install, maintain, and repair the equipment, as well as teach the folk who use it how to use it. One of my guys over the last few months has been getting more and more agitated, swearing on sight, throwing tools around in frustration, getting snippy with the nurses, just being a bit of a cunt, really. The work is still good. Dude just needs to calm down. He's about 60 years old, no friends, no family, jokes about how he hates everyone.
He's all out of fucks to give.
That's it. And only wants to talk to his bird and cat. He will complain about his lack of friends or any personal life while also actively pushing people away. During a recent training session with multiple technicians from all around the country, he went out of his way to tell the others not to ask him for help. Don't call me with questions. Don't message me for advice. Don't send me an email. If you complain, you can't make friends. Saying things like this to people is probably why. The last few months, this behavior has been getting worse. I forced him to take a week off to calm down. He's been talking for years and years about some Thai island that he would love to visit someday. I told him on his week off to...
Do they have an airport?
You got to watch out for that.
Good.
I told him on his week off to go get a passport and book everything to finally go to that island later in the year where he can have a few more weeks off and chill out. He's accrued about 9 weeks of annual leave, so clearly he needs to be taking more time off away from work. During this week off, he accomplished nothing towards getting closer to going on his dream holiday, and since coming back, his behavior has continued to decline.
Also, Thailand's cheap.
Yeah.
Especially from Australia.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. People in Australia love going over there.
Yeah.
Are they close?
Closer than we are.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I thought they're in the U.S.
Thailand?
Australia?
No, it says
No,
we
the
travel
writer?
all over the
They
place.
said, good day, cunt.
Yeah.
Covering area roughly
No.
Washington to Texas. That's half the U.S.
Yeah. But he's from Australia.
Well, I get that.
Oh, but he might live in America.
But I think he lives in the U.S. Anyway.
No. He's giving us a U.S. representation
Oh, he
of
lives...
the area that he covers in Australia.
Oh,
Okay.
I was like, I just
Yeah.
thought he was an Australian living in the U.S. Oh,
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Go
right.
on.
Well, I'm glad we covered that up.
Yep.
End of show. Yes. His behavior continued to decline. When I called to check on him, not asking about his work specifically, just asking how he's going because I know his mental health isn't great, he says things like if he were a bird, he'd fly into a jet engine. He also flatly told one of the nurses at work
I'd fly
that
away
he
in
was
a
thinking about killing himself. I've told him to take more time off work to see a doctor or a therapist. He refuses, saying sitting at home alone with nothing to do does not help him. I forwarded him the details of our EAP service, which he's ignored. When he was going through the photo album on his phone to show me something for work, I even caught a glimpse of a selfie with a gun in his mouth. Is there anything more I can do to support this person? I call him just to chat and be a friendly ear. I show him where to find mental health support. I offer him time to relax, recuperate, and get some help, but he just turns it all down. I've even tried to get him to listen to you guys because I know you've helped me. I don't think he's listening to this. If you are, friend, let me help. What can I do other than just waiting to see if today is the day he steals for home plate? Thanks for all your help. Signed, Goof Scoop. P.S. A reservoir of pillows would be a great attribute when going on tour. Or a tribute. Is that it?
No, you had it right.
Oh, did
you
I?
Could have,
Shit.
you could have said nothing. You could have said
God
nothing.
damn it, I should have walked. I was sure I got it wrong. Yikes.
Oh,
Suicidal
Goof Scoop,
coworker.
I'm sorry. This
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah. I'm really grateful for this question because as the writer was describing the anger from the friend, from the coworker, the whole time that I was reading that, I was thinking, oh, I want to make sure I make the point that one of the manifestations of male depression is often anger and irritability. And that's an incredible, unfortunate symptom, right? Because what we tend to see with female depression is somewhat you'll see isolation and stuff, right? But you'll see the classic symptoms of sadness, which I think tends to be in some ways attractive, right? Like people would like to comfort, there's pity, there's a sense of like we must attend to this person, whereas male depression often manifests as irritability, short-temperedness, anger, which inherently pushes people away. And then it's just seen as a dick, right?
Yeah, I completely misread this because as it was going, I was thinking, okay, grumpy old man.
Yeah.
Right? Just somebody who's just
me.
You're just kind of like, I've been doing this job for so long. I'm tired of this. I'm not going to listen to other people. There's no incentive for me. I'm not going to move up the corporate ladder. I'm not going to do any of this. So now I'm just going to say how I really feel.
Yeah.
But in hindsight, the kind of grumpy old man stereotype probably is depression.
It's often depression.
It's grief, loss,
isolation.
Yeah.
Existential dread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that I think it would be really challenging to work with someone, or even as it sounds like they're a supervisor to this person.
Goof Scoop's the supervisor. Yeah.
I mean, because I think as a supervisor, you care about the people that are working for you or on your team.
Yeah.
And so I think it's natural to want to reach out just like you already have. You're like, hey, these are all the resources I've given you. I've given you EAP information. Like, I've tried to let you know. I mean, how many supervisors do that? Like, take your time off, go take your weeks. Like,
Yeah.
Thanks, Australia.
Yeah.
Can you share that with?
When Goof Scoop said 9 weeks, everybody, the 4 Americans in this room, were just like,
What?
What?
What I wouldn't do with 9 weeks.
I know. I knew one person that would get 6 weeks of vacation in the U.S. for their job. I was like, ooh, that's up there.
You don't even get 9 weeks for maternity leave.
No.
I don't give a shit if that
That's
baby's
fair.
still wet. You get back to work.
Yeah. You had a weekend. What do you want?
God damn, it was a long weekend.
You work remote, just like
we let you come in
it's
late.
Fine.
You're welcome.
So I feel I hear that sense of responsibility over this person because you are responsible for them in their work life, and you naturally develop these personal connections with people we work with typically. So now it might bleed into like I feel responsible for how their personal life is turning out, and gosh, I don't love my answer I'm about to give, but part of me feels like you have done like about everything you can. I mean, unless you know of something else you can try next, but really you have tried a lot of things, Goof Scoop. And at the end of the day, like each person is responsible for how they want to live their life. There is autonomy there, and it's really hard to see that. And I think you just calling and reaching out, honestly, I think is wonderful if you have the mental space and emotional capacity to still do that, because it can be draining. Being connected to people who are depressed, they are not typically in their best space.
They're not lovable.
It's hard. It's a hard place to be. So I think it's wonderful that you're still reaching out to them, and I think continuing to do that as long as you can is about the extent, maybe continuing to remind them, but
you've already done amazing. You've already earned your A.
Yes.
You
won at therapy.
Yeah, you won.
Yeah, that's right.
You won the game.
Gold stars.
This is just extra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've done everything you can, Goof. And, you know, I think that I love what you just said, Whitney, about basically the dignity of risk, right? And this is something that we as therapists often have to face as well, because we'll have people that we know need help. They're not at the threshold where we would like call a psych ward and put them in there, but we know they need to follow up, and they're giving up. They're saying, what's the point of all this? It doesn't matter. Nobody cares about me anyway. And you're trying to just keep them engaged and keep them coming back. And there's a sense of like, look, I can't chase them down, right? Yeah. And in addictions treatment, we've seen the same thing where we often tell people, I'm not willing to work harder for your recovery than you. Like at the end of the day, I have to grant you the dignity of risk, the dignity of personal autonomy. In fact, that's one of the central principles in our ethical codes, is to ultimately allow them. And some people are going to choose to be sick and choose to embrace the suffering. And that's something they want to do. We can offer them, we can keep opening up that door, checking on them. But as you both have said, Goof Scoop has already done that. So I do think that there's nothing morally wrong with allowing somebody that space, and you know, to the extent that your consciousness wants to keep checking in on them and that feels moral to you, then I think do that to be consistent with yourself. But I don't want you to feel like it's your burden.
Yeah.
But having said that, I think this letter is so illustrative to so many listeners who do struggle with depression. There are people listening to this right now who have done this exact same thing. They are the grumpy old man in this at any age. Inside of the delusion of depression, it is a jail cell locked from the inside. And you are pushing everybody out of your life. You're saying to yourself, nobody actually cares. When people show up and show some semblance of care or concern, you convince yourself it's not real, it doesn't count, it's not enough, they're just annoyed, whatever. And then you sabotage the relationships, and you're just constantly firing a gun in your own boat and wondering why your feet are wet. And this is why this is a goddamn mental illness. Like, that is crazy town. Like, you are destroying your own ecosystem, your own life. You are causing yourself to get sicker by experiencing the very same things that you believe you are suffering from. And this is why you can't just like willpower your way out of depression. It's why you have to go through this very long multimodal process of medicine and ecosystem change and fitness and movement and social life and fucking therapy, and you have to wiggle every corner of the triangle trying to get something to budge. It is a very hard process. And if you're out there and you hear this letter and you think, God damn, I do that, I'm sabotaging my relationships, especially men. And like we've talked about this before, one of the things that I think this show enjoys broad listenership. As far as I know, we don't have any particular demographic
Broads
more
listen?
than other. Yeah, some. Yeah, not after this
Not many.
episode.
Not
after
anymore.
today.
Yeah.
Turn
They're
the fucking
gone.
dial.
I think our,
Fucking time.
I think our gaslighting conversation. the
You
last
did a
one.
great job.
Apparently we can't pick on Whitney anymore. Whatever. But no, I mean, one thing that I think over the years we've been very, pleased to find out is that a lot of men have listened to the show, and the jocular humor and the crassness and the blueness and all our bullshit for them is very normalizing. And then we pivot hard and we start talking about mental health. And we've had people over the years say, as a man, I didn't know how to talk about my emotions. I didn't know how to talk about these things. And hearing this group of people talk about it, especially men talking about it, the way I know men talk, normalized it. It gave me the vocabulary to describe things in myself, to recognize these things in myself. And so I think letters like this are really, really important because especially for men, a very common manifestation of major depressive disorder is volatility, anger, hatred, irritability, short-temperedness, convincing yourself that everybody's a jackass, that everybody's ignorant, that nobody does anything right, and you just push everybody away. And you have to take that step back to realize I may be going through an illness. I may be seeing the entire world and all my relationships through these glasses of depression that are just tinting everything with rage. And that is part of the disease. And if I can recognize that, then maybe I can take up my EAP. Maybe I can talk to my friend and maybe just touch that emotion, right? To just fucking cry. Let hot tears pour out and just be honest with yourself that you're not just angry, you're fucking sad. And that it's bigger than you and you don't know what the answer is. And there are so many men that say, I'm not going to bother going to therapy because it won't fucking help anyway. Then fucking prove it. Go.
Yeah.
Prove it. Take all the amphetamines. Wait, that was the last question.
Oh.
Don't do that. It turns out you can die, according to Google. But
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think the verdict's still out.
Many people are saying, teach the debate. That's all we're saying. Teach the controversy. No, but if you're out there and you've convinced yourself that nothing's ever going to fucking work, that taking an antidepressant is not going to work, that going and talking to a doctor is not going to work, that opening up to your friends isn't going to work, going to see a therapist isn't going to work, then fucking put up or shut up. Go do it. Show up, go do the entire course of treatment, and when they say they give up and there is no more point and you're dismissed, then you can call it quits. And by quits, I just mean not going to therapy, not rounding home base. But yeah, I hear stories like this, and I think it's so important to understand from that old man's perspective. Not even that old, he's in his 60s, but just from this guy's perspective.
Thank you.
Yeah, easy. But from that person's perspective, the employee's perspective, he doesn't probably understand that he is going through all the symptoms of depression right now. He probably just thinks the world has rejected him, life is not worth living, and he's just going to continue to escalate and hurt himself and others until he pushes everybody away. It's just really sad to watch.
Now, I will say, Goof Scoop, one of the things that Jim said, kind of comparing this to our role that we've done in substance use treatment, because I think this will hopefully be some good advice for you to be able to take and use. And it's just more of a perspective. But I always used to use this example a lot with my interns, is to kind of understand what your role is and what you have control over and what you don't. And the best metaphor that I've come up with is rock climbing. If you've ever done any rock climbing, there's always the person that's on belay, that's on the rope, right? That's on at the very bottom, that basically anchors themselves in. They're strapped into the lead rope. They take the slack out, so when if the person who's climbing falls, they can catch them. That's your role. That's it.
That's how you get belayed.
Nice. Nice.
And the thing is with that is you have to understand that you're not the one climbing.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating to be in that position and see someone struggling, but you have to understand what you can do and what you can't. You can point out hey, you've got a handhold, at 10 o'clock, can you reach that? Or, hey, this spot doesn't look good. Maybe if you go this way, you can provide some advice. But one thing you can't do is you can't pull them up the mountain.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way. You know, the best thing that you can do is just let them know that you're there and that you're not going to go away.
Yeah.
And you'll be there in case they fall.
It's
the best you can do.
I think another thing that Goof Scoop can do, and I'm totally open to being challenged on this. I'm going to throw out an idea, and if it comes off the wrong way, push back on it.
Can you be less emotional when you talk about it?
Yeah.
why are
I'm
you
speaking
so
really high shrill
hysterical?
voice too. Just make sure you get it. So no, but like
Jesus,
actually,
like there's two of them.
I'm bleeding onto him.
Well, as long as you're not bleeding onto the furniture.
It's black. You
it
won't know.
attracts bears. No, but like in addictions treatment, and I think in this too, sometimes the most helpful thing you can do is allow somebody to experience the natural consequences of their choices. And if I'm your boss and in your depressed state, I know you're depressed, but you're being an asshole to your coworkers, to our customers. We do medical technology, and you're giving the nurses who ultimately work for our employers a hard time. These are the people we're here to train, and you're giving them shit. I can at some point impose a consequence on you, and I can pull you aside, and I can say, listen, Larry, you have been inappropriate. We've getting complaints about you. You've been short-tempered. You're not being a good colleague. People feel intimidated by you. They're put off by you. Our customers are unhappy with you. I'm writing you up. And that might feel scary because you might think like, well, hold on, this guy's really fragile. You got
This is going to trigger him.
It's going to trigger him. But I actually think that there's something very valuable to that because Goof Scoop has an ability to impose a natural consequence on this person in a way that may cause him to open up his eyes. He doesn't want to take off time from work, so he clearly still values his identity as an employee. And if you come to him and go, look, this isn't personal. Your work behavior is inappropriate. And so I require that you think about this. I'm putting you on a PIP, and I encourage you to go get some fucking help.
Yeah. Or, you're on administrative leave until you access the EAP.
You know, to the extent, I wonder if you can. If there's a world where you can do that, I think as long as you've documented everything, I would stop pulling your punches.
People, I've heard of employers doing this before, like sending their people to anger management.
Anger management.
Yeah. So if you want to keep your job, then you need to go complete these anger management classes.
So
stuff like that.
I had a patient in exactly that situation where it was a male. He was very, very depressed. Nobody in his life knew it. He was lashing out at everybody. And the only way that he ultimately got help was because he lashed out one too many times at work. He went way too far, and there was a complaint chain. And then the supervisor brought him aside and said, yeah, we are upset at this. We're documenting all this. You are in real deep shit. And we actually do require that you now go through our EAP and complete an anger management course. And when we have confirmation that that's done, then your PIP is resolved. And that's ultimately what led to him getting therapy with me, was because he went and did anger management work completely unrelated to me. And through that process learned that he's probably fucking depressed and said, well, maybe I'll go to individual therapy. And that was the only thing. It probably saved his life. But that's what Goof Scoop can do. And we've seen that in addictions treatment all the time. A lot of interventions also have the person's boss as part of it. And that's often one of the most powerful motivators, is the boss showing up and saying, this is no longer okay. I think that you're way too much. You embarrass us. You're a liability. I insist that you get help or there will be consequences. And sometimes we need somebody to bring that natural consequence to that person because it's the wake-up call.
It's also treating them like everybody else.
Treating them like everybody else, like an adult, allowing them to have the consequences of their actions.
I'll give you the dignity of treating you like an adult.
Yeah.
I can't have somebody working for me that's doing this all the time. I can't do it.
I know you're also sad. I know there's something going on, man.
I want to help you. I want to do whatever I can for
That's
you.
right.
But I can't have this.
Yeah.
And that's fair.
Yeah. And Goof Scoop, you've tried everything else, so I don't hate that idea. At
It's
first, I was resistant,
slightly risky,
listening,
but I feel like that's also his role. You're allowed to let this guy experience the consequences of his actions.
Yeah, and I do feel like, older populations, especially if they are really tied to their work and that is their identity. You kind of hooked me with that. I was like, that is very valid. That if you start not threatening that, but things are going awry now at work that it could affect my job, I think then they will respond to that. It's like, well, damn it, I got to do this now because my job's making me or whatever.
Now I've got a PIP.
No, got a PIP and I got to go to therapy.
I think that it's an important consequence because it brings that real life component to it. We've seen that a lot in addictions treatment too, where it's the only reason somebody came out and got help was from that external motivator. You know, Nick's talked about this in the show before. There's the carrot and the stick. Sometimes people are internally motivated to get healthy because they've realized that most of the time, especially men, they will not go get help for anything until something bad has happened. I mean, how many men have shown up to therapy because their spouse finally told them, like, I'm going to fucking leave you. Like, that's it. And it's like, whoa. I don't want that to happen.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
I have a friend
won't.
who's...
Right. But this is a really common thing. So
Hashtag save Peter.
Yeah.
so,
Friend.
it's going to be okay, Pete.
You want to go to physical therapy or mental therapy?
Poor bastard. But yeah.
To be fair, he can't walk, so
No.
he can't get to either one.
Nope, I made sure of that.
That's right. Broke his knees.
Kathy Bates him.
He is from misery.
But anyway, you know, Goof, you've done so much for this person, and I think you've tried doing it the right way. You've offered the time off. Apparently, your employee takes that as a punishment. And so I would almost utilize that to say, listen, man, I'm rooting for you. I'm here for you as a friend. I'm also still your supervisor. And as Jacob languaged it, I cannot allow you to do this anymore. So here's the deal. You cannot treat people this way. The next time you do, I'm going to have to follow the procedures of our job. And I'm going to have to treat you like I would anybody else. I'm not pulling punches anymore. I hope you see that as me treating you with respect by not babying you. And then, you know, let the chips fall where they may. Maybe the guy tunes up and he starts, okay, well, hold on, let me put myself in check.
Maybe he didn't want that pip.
Maybe you don't want it. And ultimately, if a person becomes self-reflective and notices that they're lashing out in anger, that is part of depression treatment, right? Like, I want them to become introspective. If he doesn't and he can't help himself and he does lash out, then he does get put on administrative leave. And apparently he doesn't fucking want that.
Pippin.
Pip his ass.
Give him the pip.
Get out your Pippin cane. Give him rap across the face. Anyway, Goof, you're a good person. You gold medal in this.
What a great
But don't be
boss.
afraid to allow him to experience consequences, because sometimes if he's like, well, I don't want to miss any more work. Okay, then I need you to straighten up or go get help, man. And maybe that's the reason he would. So,
Also, he did not show you a picture of himself on his phone with the gun in his mouth by accident.
yeah, that's a solid point.
Yeah, I mean, like, you don't show pictures on your phone to people by accident.
Yeah.
That's a really valid point. Yeah.
That dick pic I sent you guys, though, that was an accident.
Sure.
Yeah, is that why it was framed?
Yeah, no, I have a duck pic, and I was trying to show you the duck
via
pic.
snail mail.
Yeah. Okay.
You framed them and shipped them.
Yeah.
And then you text, did you get my picture?
Yeah.
On accident.
Yeah. Oops.
We had to sign for them.
Yeah. Certified mail.
You insured them.
How much?
A lot.
Anyway, Goof Scoop, thanks for this letter.
Did you see we didn't all get the same picture either?
It was
It's a
multiple
series.
accidents.
Mine was a duck pic, so like, just like you said.
Okay,
so I
you
don't
got
know
the
what
right one.
I don't know
then.
what
You got
y'all
the
are
right one.
talking about.
Duck pic. It's a very sensible duck pic. Anyway.
Nick and I got what I can only refer to as a study.
Anyway, good luck with you, Goof. We appreciate you. That's a really important letter here. I think there's a lot to learn from it. And, you know, you're out of moves that you can do on the positive side, but allowing somebody to experience consequences, somebody's the kindest thing you can do for them. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we are wrapping up the show. You are listening to Pod Therapy.
Today's episode is brought to you by Smitty Scoop, Mason Miller, Tess Miller, Byler T, Paris, Team Monaco, Oscar Swan Rose, Hannah Marie, Emma Kane, Myra, and Sam Cohn. And if you would like to sponsor the show, you can become a therapy producer at patreon.com/therapy.
So as we get to the end of the show, we're reviving a long-lost segment of the show, which is apologies. We actually got a letter with a correction to something I said last week. Yeah. So a very good letter. I'm actually going to read it because I just think it's a great learning opportunity. But last week, in the last episode...
By the way, we love getting corrections.
Yeah.
We always love getting corrections. That's great.
But not from Aretha Franklin. I don't want her telling me what's what, you know, because she's just fucking wrong. There was no stop sign. All right, I saw it. Nothing. There was a yield sign. She doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. You know, she can't see. You know that she wears those glasses. That's the deal.
When you start telling me about her, I just have a hard time paying attention to what you're saying.
Yeah, I get it. So last week we were talking about medicine. We were talking about antidepressants, and I was recapping some of the different kinds of antidepressants that have existed, and I was doing like a very quick run through of generations of antidepressants that have led up to the current ones that are very, very safe.
This is when you got into all of the initials.
Yes, yeah. And so one of them...
I'm impressed that anybody listened through all of it.
Yeah, I'm sure they didn't. But one person did.
That's
right.
and
One
wrote
person did it. I'm
Just
surprised.
one. So one of the ones that I was talking about, are MAOIs, or MAUIs. And I had just very briefly said, yeah, and those were really dangerous. And I'd even made a joke about, like, if you drank grapefruit juice, your heart would explode, and just, which was obviously an exaggeration. But the part where I said they were very dangerous and we've moved on from them implied that nobody uses them anymore. And if you're prescribed them, that's a bad idea.
So this letter's from somebody in the grapefruit industry?
Yes, from Ocean
Big
Spray,
grapefruit.
actually.
Big
Yeah.
grapefruit.
Big Ocean Spray Corporation.
They're from Texas, for
Dear
sure.
Jim, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
We know where you live. This is a physician responding to me.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Nice.
So, yeah, really appreciated this letter.
We
So I'm going to
respect
read it in
you
its
like
entirety.
Aretha.
This is great because Jim is not a doctor.
Yeah, turns out, not even close. So the letter reads, Hi, first, I've been a patron for some time and appreciate the way y'all handle complex and difficult topics with both the necessary seriousness and a sense of humor. However, I do feel compelled to push back on one thing. On episode 436, Jim said that MAO inhibitors were dangerous. I'm concerned that a person hearing this might be unnecessarily
The
fearful.
I stands for inhibitor.
That's it. They might be unnecessarily fearful of trying one of these drugs if other antidepressants had not worked. As a physician, I'm an anesthesiologist, not a psychologist or psychiatrist. I spend a fair amount of time discussing why the thing that the patient read or heard on the internet is not correct in trying to allay unnecessary fears about certain medications or anesthetic techniques. So I was dismayed to hear Jim say that a drug class that is still used was dangerous without any qualifications. It's true that MAOIs have some interactions with other medications that can cause life-threatening complications. Merperidine, aka Demerol, is the most famous. But there aren't...
That's, of course, what's in grapefruits.
Yeah, exactly. But
Don't
Dr.
correct,
Jacob,
don't correct that one. Nobody correct them.
Just true. But there aren't that many drugs.
I feel compelled to write a follow-up correction email.
Compelled to live chat this. But there aren't that many drugs you have to watch out for. It's also true that patients taking MAOIs have to be careful about eating certain types of foods, typically aged cheeses and meats, since they can result in dangerously high blood pressure, although it appears that the actual risk of this is significantly lower than was previously thought.
Aged meats?
I think so.
Or just aged cheeses and any meats?
Oh.
Okay.
Right back in.
Yep.
Let us know.
Again.
And grapefruit juice. I knew enough about these potential problems that I was reluctant to try taking MAOIs, even though I was very depressed, and the myriad of other antidepressants I had tried had not worked or had caused significant side effects. Fortunately, my psychiatrist was able to convince me to try it, since it ended up working very well. I would encourage you to walk back the characterization of MAOIs as dangerous while noting that they do require a modicum of caution to use. By the way, the above refers to non-selective MAO inhibitors. There are also selective MAO-B inhibitors that only inhibit a particular variant of the enzyme. These are frequently used for treatment of diseases like Parkinsonianism and do not have the same risk of interactions that non-selective MAO inhibitors have. Sorry for the long email, but I thought it might be helpful to explain my reasons for writing. Keep up the good work. I'm sure your show has helped a lot of people, myself included, to better understand mental health issues, both from the patient's and the therapist's perspectives. Woo! Dr. H.
Thanks for that.
So, Dr. H, thank you for that. That is a great follow-up. So, I wanted to just read it in its entirety so that folks can understand. You are absolutely right. My language was harried and inaccurate. So, the public is now better informed for you writing in.
That being said, as an anesthesiologist,
Yes.
I-
According to the many degrees on the wall. that
I
we've collected
do
over the
not
years.
sleep well, and I would like to get the Michael Jackson cocktail.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is
So,
a request.
if
Sorry.
you could hook me up with
Just
that,
send that in the mail.
Doc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
Just send that right on over.
Yeah.
I'd really appreciate it.
I thought you were speaking as an anesthesiologist. I didn't know
No,
that you were
no. I'm
speaking
talking
to Dr. H.
to Dr. H,
Yeah.
who is an anesthesiologist.
Got it. Yes. Send us horse tranquilizers. We'll take it live on the show for our end of the month thing.
I mean, you
Why the
know,
fuck not?
I'm fine with the energy level of the horses around me.
I, for one, believe horses. Anyway, thank you, Dr. H. And as we wrap up the show, I want to remind you all, you can go to patreon.com/therapy. You can get our extended show ad-free a day early, as well as enjoy our live chat Discord community and our deep dives, interviews, skill shares, research roundups, and rants. And we've got some new friends to welcome to the Theraparty here in Mental Health Awareness Month. Who's new to the party here, Nick?
We got two new Therapals. Welcome, Burnt Toast
Nice.
and Ed Johnson.
Hey.
Welcome.
If that's your real name.
Ooh.
Called out. All right.
Probably toasted toast.
And we got 2 new theropods. BB Hermit.
Nice.
Howdy.
BB.
And Sherry Phillips.
Welcome,
Hi.
fam.
Welcome.
And we'd like to thank the benevolent, revered, generous, and flagrantly pro-therapy diehard who loves you all so much they give till it hurts our therapartner, Pickett.
Pickett.
And we want to thank our bosses, the mysterious and shrouded Illuminati members of the fan club, the Thera producers. Thank you, Jake Schneider, Myra, Robert Brownie, Jr. Mintz, Smitty Scoop, Richard fucking Macy, Judy Schneider, Malia, Leon Kassab, Carolyn Albert, Kevin Chamberlain, Tess Miller, Dan Martin, Sammy Scoop, Slurpy Kaye, motherfucker, Ben Stanley slapping your face, Sarah Smith, Adam Hathaway, Byler T, Mike Helm, Oscar Swanrose, Paris, A Sunny Boy, Darren Cunningham, Lib, Sandra McWaffle, Team Monaco, Thunder, Cougar, Falcon, Scoop, Heyo, Hannah Marie, Andrew Langmead, Emma, Tonka and Pony Soprano, Alina, Brady Malachek, Chick Fellatio, Gabriel Adame, Sean Sutherland, Max the Ginger Scoop, Chad Mag, Adam Warren, Inkala Prince, Sam Cohn, Be Gay, Do Crimes, Ellie O'Dare, Not Kira Knightley, and Amy Aardvark.
And if you'd like to hear this episode uncut and unedited,
And why wouldn't you?
and enjoy our spontaneous side projects, go to patreon.com/therapy. And thank you for supporting mental health.
Well, that's all the time we got for this week's session. I want to thank our landlords, SJ and the Ruckus Scenic Koi Pond Studios, and thanks to those of you who contributed to our show today. We really appreciate it. But remember, Pod Therapy isn't something you should keep all to yourself. Share the episode with the world. Tag us on the socials when you do. It's at PodTherapyGuys on Instagram, Threads, and Twitter, /PodTherapy on Facebook. Don't forget about all the extra goodies at patreon.com/therapy.
Do you want to submit a question to the show? You can ask anonymously at podtherapy.net, email us at podtherapyguys@gmail.com, or click the link in the episode description to be taken to our anonymous Google form. I'm Nick.
I'm Whitney.
I'm Jim.
Thanks, and we'll see you for your appointment next week.
Chicka chicka. Brought to you by the Michael Jackson Cocktail. Feeling things? Don't. Michael Jackson approves.
It's mild.
And done.